Yo, welcome to the Level Up Podcast. I am Ron OG.
It's Sir Esters.
And I'm Black Apino J.
And we are
the Level Up Crew.
Man, that was terrible.
You want to run that?
We ain't running that back. Let everybody listen how bad we really are.
Here is at our worst.
Yo, we are two and a half weeks out till the holidays.
Yeah.
So,
and still not ready.
Y'all get all y'all Christmas shopping done?
Hell no.
no.
Hell no. I still gotta get my pops something. I still gotta get the boys something. I'm on my last leg, bro. I hate holidays.
He's at a loss of words right now.
I hate holidays.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, I hate holidays.
That's sad you haven't did no shopping yet.
But Sir Esther, you got it all done in
I
one day.
got all my done Black Friday.
See, I don't know how this fool does
what you do, stack your check, and then just ball out on Black Friday.
See, I did that. I had the money to the side already, and when Black Friday came, I didn't really see any deals that I really wanted.
You got what you wanted. That's what that is. You got what you wanted.
That's neither here nor there.
I cannot confirm or deny those allegations.
Yes, me and my children, we love the same things. I eat video games and shit. They benefit off of me, man. We all win.
Jesus. Well, see, I don't
you
see
big kid.
See, hey, man.
I don't see how this fool shops for clothes online or shoes because I got to try on everything.
I got to do.
I know my size,
but it's different in every brand.
You're not
it's
kids
different.
You're not kids no more, man.
No,
you stop growing.
Come on now.
You're not a kid either.
I know. That's why I shop online. That's what I mean.
But every brand is different in size wise. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
All my size.
He gets everything size tempo. So
all my size.
I'm a husky guy like me. I gotta try my shit on. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty healthy, so I gotta try my shit on. You's like, oh, what's this? A sock? Oh, it's a shirt? No, that's me. Slide in there like inflatable noodle man. Just
don't hate because I'm skinny, man.
Your size inflatable noodle man.
Don't be a hater, man.
Don't worry, that's skinny. That's skinny.
You know, sometimes the skinny people wish we was fat also.
No.
Well, I'll just say that in the winter months, I'm fine, sir.
I think we're getting fat shamed right now.
Yeah, we're getting fat shamed. And nobody shame me.
No.
Whoa.
Nobody shame me. Nobody shame me.
You sounded like Lizzo, man. You sounded like Lizzo.
Oh, speaking of Lizzo, man, what?
Bruh.
What, you know those child's black swings on the on the playground? That's what it looked like when she turned around. I'm like, come on now, that's very
that's
inappropriate.
A big old booty right there.
I am happy that she is proud of her body and she's positive and look at me, I'm a big woman and I'm proud. But come on, there's a time and place for everything. It's just.
I know Danielle like,
yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
I like my pork chops and gravy.
That was.
I don't like pork chops. I don't eat pork, but I like what I see.
You like that? You like that? You like her big behind turn around?
I like Lizzo.
I like Lizzo and her personality, but
showing her personality.
I didn't see her booty or nothing like that. I seen like the album cover.
How did you not see her booty?
I mean, the album cover is all over the place, and I'm an ass man.
How they was comparing it to Rakeesh, man.
What?
They were comparing it to Rakeesh, but there was no wrong with it.
For real?
Yeah, they said it was like Rakeesh.
Yeah, Rakeesh.
Her booty was big, man. I didn't like how she was doing it at the game.
That's what I'm talking about at the game. They were comparing it to online on Instagram. How those are child swings.
You can do that in those videos.
Those baby swings you get in. It's all black. And they put their legs through. That's what it looks like.
Suffocating that booty.
I gotta look that up. It was funny, bro.
What the hell?
Yeah. Well, let's get into some entertainment news here. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah. I know y'all old heads didn't never listen to Juice WRLD.
I listen to Juice WRLD.
Oh, you listen to Juice WRLD? Are you sure? Name some songs.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Liar. You
Crickets.
Liar.
No. Hear me out. My son has control of my iTunes. So all the shit that he listens to, all the new shit.
Tick tock, tick.
He listens to.
Tick tock.
Like, it's my son. All right.
He didn't listen to Juice
No, I didn't listen to Juice WRLD.
Hey, I mess with Juice WRLD. I like
Did
Juice
you?
WRLD. Yeah.
I have Juice WRLD tracks in here. I just don't listen to them.
But the bad thing about it though, like I ain't trying to be mean or nothing nor surprised. Like
he's trying to be mean.
Like,
Yeah, he's
no,
Anytime he
because
said
you
he
can tell the
start with-
music.
Oh,
Like
man.
if you really listen to him, like he was talking about being depressed and doing drugs and all that.
Of course,
The dude needed help.
his whole album and the one with
Future.
the one with Future was just it's nothing but drugs. So
Like I already knew. I ain't trying to say like oh I saw it coming, but I knew sooner or later, man. Like
he was on them hard.
he was on it heavy.
Yeah.
Like,
Hard,
he
so-
wasn't like that sucker was going
He
heavy
like
in
10,
it.
he had 10 pounds.
Okay,
of weed on him.
I do. My son did put one in there.
Oh,
Good
Legends
good
hard.
one.
I like Legends. Legends nice.
he's got one or two songs, but I didn't rock.
Nigga trying to call me a liar, nigga. I do got Juice WRLD on my shit. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. I know I got some goddamn Juice WRLD on my goddamn phone.
Hey,
had to
man,
look deep
I was
in that.
just trying to.
No, I had to-
you know how
I had to
y'all.
look at my damn iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not on first on my playlist, but nigga, he's in there.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
But he was a good artist though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very talented. That 1 hour rap that he did on YouTube.
He can really rap. He
Yeah,
was actually rapping.
I just didn't like his content or his type of music. So
I
it
ain't
wasn't
gonna
my
lie. There was
thing.
times like he made you feel bad just by listening
Man,
to him.
life is
But
bad enough.
The
I
style
really
was
need to be-
bumping.
See,
I like this beat.
The crazy part is that, I might sound like an asshole even saying it because a lot of the young rappers that have been dropping this year has been like drug related,
Right.
Yeah.
and I'm glad that and please hear me out. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that his death wasn't drug related. You know, because he had a seizure.
But it was.
It was drug
They're
related.
saying
too?
it was because rumor is he had swallowed a bunch of pills before he landed because the feds were waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
But
and
the crazy thing about it though,
shit.
like they were saying before, he was the money man. You supposed to have other people. You supposed to have
Doing
one of
the
your
shit.
entourage.
Holding it.
Yeah.
And
See,
they
I heard the headline, and I was like, damn, this is fucked up. And I was checking the trends on Twitter, and everybody's like, rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace. And then I read, it was an article on CNN, and then I read an article on Complex, and they just said, at the time, he had a seizure at an airport. And earlier this year, there was a young actor, Cameron, whatever. He was like a Disney actor.
I saw that.
And he had a seizure. So I thought that was, like, he had epilepsy. So I thought Juice WRLD had epilepsy. So I just left it at that.
They don't really know right
most of
now,
them-
but it's drugs.
When it comes to a rapper, man, it's drugs.
Yeah,
you got
pretty
Rick
much.
Ross, you got Lil Wayne.
They all done had seizure, been in the hospital from that
it's
stuff,
all from
man.
drugs,
And
man.
they
Where you been at?
Nigga at work.
yeah. Taking care of family.
Like kids. That sound like, bro, I got kids. you fucking with my money, you fucking with my kids.
Hey, yeah.
The sad thing about it, his record sales go triple.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, already.
Dead artist is dead artist benefit, man.
That's the sad thing about it. Like, throw flowers while you walk instead of throwing flowers in your coffin, man.
There you go.
Damn.
Dang.
Oh shit! I want that on the shirt.
Hey, what you drinking over there?
Bars from Sir Esters.
Levels down. Turn down the levels.
Bars.
Man,
Better than your boy.
Damn, levels jumping off.
Throwing shots.
Fucking
What's his name?
sir, come in poetic as fuck.
Coffee got them
Throw
lit over
flowers
here.
while you walking. What was it again?
Throw flowers while I'm walking instead of throwing flowers in my coffin.
Bruh.
I ain't gonna lie, I took that from somebody though.
This nigga plagiarizing like a motherfucker. Get out of here. Don't get on me about some goddamn Juice WRLD. Get out the fuck out of here.
But the sad thing, like, man, I just hate, like, he's not gonna be able to see, like, how much of his music impacted people, like, from a standpoint of, like, how big his impact is. I ain't saying it's his big of impact of being like XXX, but
He's very influential.
yeah,
Like he really connected.
He's
with
the voice of this generation.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
He
saying?
connected with how they were feeling
Yeah.
and getting into your feelings and showing there was nothing wrong with, being sad and depressed over things. So, so Also, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Who's another person we just
we lost another hip hop legend.
Should we pour
Nick
some
Cannon.
out? Oh yeah.
Ooh, he a hip hop
Rest-
legend.
Rest in peace, Nick Cannon.
Oh man.
That's figuratively,
that
of
man
course.
is a-
Now, Nick Cannon is when I would thought he was on some damn drugs, trying to go up against Eminem.
Well,
You gotta be high as hell.
Man, that rap is trash.
I'm not gonna deny it. When I heard Suge
liked
Knight,
I ain't gonna lie, I liked it.
when I heard Suge Knight on it, I was like, ooh, okay, this might be fire right here, man. Last time you heard Suge Knight really talk. Needs to go and start it. You know how you had a little intro, someone talking.
The last time you heard Suge Knight talk was like, "Hey, I'm backing my car up."
Hey, when I listened to it, man, I cut off the first minute, man.
And he keeps putting out bars. I'm like, man,
I didn't even give it a
he's
minute.
burying himself deeper and deeper in the hole.
I respect Nick Cannon, man, businessman.
Yeah, he's a hustler.
He's a
hustler.
He's a businessman.
I'm giving.
He has no place
He
in
a
his
mogul.
Please stay off the mic. He is not an MC.
Yeah,
That nigga looking more and more like a boomer. Just nigga, stop.
Just stop already.
Should did the gigolo,
Yeah,
should did
no,
gigolo dance or
no,
something,
bro.
but
Don't let it go.
Yeah.
Because I heard the thank the Lord. I said, goddamn, Eminem's back, and he brought and it seemed like he started it, and then I heard Nick Cannon was coming back. I said, nigga, stop, don't.
Yeah. Speaking of that
Press
track,
off.
that Fat Joe album is fire. Everybody need to copy.
I haven't
Man,
got a chance to listen.
that's Joe nice.
It's real
That's
nice.
one
It's
of
one of
his-
his best
I-
albums.
For real.
I'll
Yeah,
put
it's
it up
real
there.
nice.
They say he's supposed to be he's gonna be a producer on a major album too for another artist.
So shout out to Fat Joe for that. Man, that's
Word.
great
And it,
album.
it released already.
Fat Joe, if you don't know by now, you should have stuck with Cool and Dre.
All right, Fat Joe will come after you.
Yeah, I know.
No, Fat Joe even know
Fat
that.
Joe knows that. But
He
he's
knows that.
But you don't have to rub it in his face.
I
Man.
know.
No. Fat Joe knows he should have stuck with Cool and Dre. Like them
That's super producers.
All right, Fat Joe.
Yeah, we forgot.
Oh, he's gonna be producing. He might be producing LL Cool J's album, which that's another.
They said LL
Is he back though?
busy in the studio, so they were giving him props.
See, I wanted it to be old LL. You know what I'm saying? I want that fucking cool and sexy. Boom, 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 boom.
That's when I was listening to L.
Yeah.
Cool
My
and
very
Dre.
first CD was "Mama Gonna Knock You Out."
Doing it right. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I was saying knock you out.
Yeah, that was my very first CD when I first. So.
When I first heard Mama Said Knock You Out, it was like when MTV. It was like Yo MTV Raps, and I heard that shit. Nigga, I wanted to go outside and start punching every goddamn body. Me and my brother outside wrestling and shit, and it's the come on, I'm up here fucking swinging away.
I was the same way. I was in my room just air punching like I was what's the name of Boys in the Hood. Just
like this boy out here got special needs. He up here swinging in the air. Look at this nigga punching these trees. My dumbass.
What else is going on in the news? A$AP Rocky. Recently, he returned back to Sweden after being held for 2 months last year after an altercation. All I can say is, nigga, you dumb.
Yeah.
That's my personal belief.
I would say he was dumb. No telling how much he got paid off of it. That's how I look at it. He
That's
got a
true.
big bag.
That's
I
true
know
too.
They paid him a lot.
He just
That's
got.
true,
You
but-
got to be careful though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause
you
they-
go out there because now they're gonna be looking for some shit.
That's how I look
He got
at
off
it.
lucky.
But he was held in that prison for
I
2
think-
months.
He got off lucky though.
I think y'all felt like A$AP Rocky, bless you. Y'all probably think A$AP Rocky was more cautious, but to be real, the country was probably more cautious with A$AP. How about that?
Yeah, because
that?
A$AP knocking
because-
niggas out in fucking Sweden or Switzerland, wherever the
I
fuck.
watched the videos. The dudes they kept following him, picking
Yeah.
on him.
They were fucking with him.
Yeah.
And he did some nigga ass shit.
Yeah,
he
and those
defended
dudes,
himself.
those dudes got off. They let them go.
Yeah. And that was the fucked up part.
That's what make no
So,
sense at all.
Like I said, y'all talking about A$AP being more cautious than Sweden. Sweden was probably more cautious with A$AP. Why
I wouldn't
That
have
was
went back.
That's the second thing I'll give Trump credit for is freeing your boy A$AP.
He tried. He tried a
He
little bit.
put his word.
He
He,
tried.
but let me do. I need you to do us a favor though. Get A$AP out.
I think Trump played a part, but also like
He influenced that decision for them to release him. There's no denying that. And I'm glad that it happened because if if it happened with anybody else in any other administration, and I'm no Trump supporter, bro, but
it wouldn't. Put that on record,
nigga. Just because this hat has red in it, it's not a MAGA hat. It's not a MAGA hat.
I feel like.
But Trump did have a part in his release, and I
okay. He had how much of a part?
Just his fucking namesake, I guess. His notoriety because it's fucking Trump.
Yeah, I say Trump had a part, but also I felt like a bunch of artists and all that supporting themselves. Because you got to realize
Kardashian West was
Sweden is like hip hop is one of the biggest genres.
It is.
And when every artist talking about free ASAP, artists was talking about stop from going to Sweden. Like that plays a big part, and that plays a lot of money. Yeah. Like even I've been to Sweden before. When I was in Sweden,
look at this nigga. I got money. I go to Sweden.
Travel.
I travel. I travel. I
just go to Atlanta. I go to Atlanta. That's my Sweden.
Hey, look. I live life. I
know.
Man, this Negro's feeling himself with that drink. What's in there? What's in there? Hey, he came in here sleeping.
You gotta have the pinky out.
Ooh. Why that pinky nail all long? You doing?
Ooh. What you doing?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Turn me to gold. But so you're saying
I got my whores at the house.
My whores.
I got my whores at the house.
Give me whores.
I got my white spouse
sucking on the teeth
for me. You know.
So all right. So you're saying beyond like the whole presidential intervention, you're thinking Sweden was in threat of being like boycotted musically?
Yes. Like even when I was over there was a bunch of hip-hop artists going to Sweden doing concerts. Like, because one thing artists always say, like, U.S. money is good, but that international money is totally different.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I know the euro's worth more than ours.
Euro and pounds is higher than ours, but our currency is higher than everything else.
I didn't realize how popular another artist over there is Waka Flocka Flame. How huge he was in other countries, believe me. He's big over there in other countries. Yeah, that's where he's been making most of his money. Believe it or not. Flocka.
They get that music laid over there. Yeah, they get that music laid over there.
He's mega star over there.
Sound like Nashville then. We get the country music all new and fresh, and hip hop is kind of trickles in.
Yeah, across seeds.
Hip hop be getting late to Nashville unless. To be honest, like
I mean, we got local talent.
Radio station.
Some of the local talent is dope. It's just
the radio station don't even play the local talent, really.
We don't have a local radio station that plays hip hop and R&B.
Not anymore.
Really.
Not anymore.
Those older.
Like
I go to iTunes, Spotify.
Yeah,
that's my local station.
I ain't gonna throw their name out there.
On SoundCloud.
Yeah, I listen.
SoundCloud.
I listen to Google Play. I don't listen to the radio. Like radio.
Who listens to the radio?
Some old heads.
Kids.
No one listens to my kids. Everybody, it's podcasts and Spotify.
I just told you my playlist. Man, my damn playlist is not even controlled by me.
Kids don't got no subscription service. They probably listen to the radio.
If you get all right, for me, I got iTunes Family, like the family plan.
That's different.
So that's how I'm getting like the new shit. Then my son keeps me up on the new shit, and then my daughter comes up with some pop, K-pop, all that. But you want to see all kinds of shit on my damn. My shit's like a weird Google search.
Okay,
I'm just not gonna have midgets and all that stuff in my.
Hey man, we gotta keep throwing shots on the midgets, man.
Oh yeah.
Don't be hating on what I like.
Yeah, that's not political correct.
And that's mean.
Oh yeah. What is called?
Put them on the spot. Put them on the spot.
What is it? What is it now?
Put them on the spot.
It's little people. Vertically challenged.
Why you say it like that? Why did you say it like that for? Why?
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Last night, me and the wife went to Target because my son's sick. We were getting like medicine and all that shit. So we go to Target and I see this little dude, and he got the hoodie on, he got a hat on, and the hoodie is like oversized and it looks like a kid. And this nigga was about the size of a kid. And he wasn't like how little people got like the kind of like thick, you know what I'm saying? Kind of brolic looking. This nigga looked like a kid. But he had a kid body, but this nigga had like a grown ass Mexican dude face. Fuck me up. Because I was thinking in my head, I said, what the hell is this kid running around like that? And I looked, I said, oh, this nigga got a goatee. That nigga goatee fuller than mine. What the fuck? And he looked at me. He kind of just went on his way. I was like, oh, shit. And my wife's like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I was like,
hey, they serious, boy.
Yeah.
I said, baby, I thought he was a kid. She's like, shut up.
They serious about that life.
But yeah, that was my little personal experience.
And
nothing bad. It just threw me off because I thought it was a fucking kid and wasn't a kid. It was like that video with the little person that got thrown off the bus.
He's learning.
Did y'all see that video?
Yeah. And they say, "Hey, why you beating up on a little kid like that?" And they say, "Oh shit."
That's how I felt. Because this dude was like he was kind of erratic in and out the medicine aisle. So I'm like, what the fuck is this kid doing? And then turn around, that's a grown ass man. And that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I had that moment.
That whole bus incident was funny.
That shit was funny as hell.
I need to see that video.
That was funny, man.
Hey, homegirl was giving dude the Wonder Woman punches. But that's a fucking kid.
And they put that hoodie down like, oh.
He said, you all right, little man? That's a grown ass man. That nigga had the whole Parker button up.
Oh man, I gotta see this.
I'll send it to you later. But it's funny as shit.
Yeah, whatever other topics y'all guys want to hit on. Well, that's what's coming up this week.
Y'all need to go see Dolemite. If y'all have Netflix, and if you don't, stop being cheap and get it.
Damn.
Like,
I go to Switzerland. I have a Netflix account.
Whoa.
My father.
I'm not rich. I live within my means.
My father has 2 Hulu accounts. Looking at us.
He on you hard too, bro.
Hey,
man. You got Netflix?
Yeah.
Do you have Netflix?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, all right.
Is it mine? No.
Ooh,
and it's none of your business.
You shouldn't be saying that, man. Put him out there.
Netflix ain't gonna do nothing.
What's that? You get him. Get him Netflix.
Get him, Mr. Netflix.
Get him.
You're here for my father.
Yeah, Dolemite's an amazing movie. This fool, Sir Esters, kept getting on me to finally watch it, and I finally watched it the other day, and I was like, it's nothing what I expected.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this dude, no matter, for me, from my perspective, he was leveling up all the way through the movie.
The whole time.
And he
going hard.
Hard. He constantly,
going 0 to
he
100
never stopped believing in himself.
Or his crew.
Yeah. And he put his crew on. And I like that.
Yeah.
I like no matter what happened, he always put his crew on. And he just kept moving up. He found a way to keep things going, and no matter what obstacles was thrown this way, man, they were clowning on him.
He turned nothing into something.
It was the way that he did it was he didn't just build up his crew, but that art that he borrowed.
Yeah,
he kept that alive.
He kept it alive
because
and made it his own way, so it was marketable. So
because that was that form of storytelling was something that black folks were doing in prison and in the war and all that stuff. It was just entertaining stories and stuff, tall tales, if you will. And he just took that and made it mainstream. He took it to a whole nother level.
It's very inspirational.
Man, I had to read up on the dude.
Yeah,
I had to read up on the dude, and I wanted to watch the original Dolemite.
Yeah,
like,
it's on YouTube. Good. You watch that shit on YouTube.
Like it was so inspirational. I'm like, when I watched it, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Goodness gracious!
And I think that movie like grossed over $10 million. That was back then.
Yeah,
it was
12. Like I looked on my phone.
Really?
Like we was talking about earlier, I looked at my phone. It was 12.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it said 12.
Man, you know how much money 12 million was
back then?
It said it had a budget. It said on my phone, it had a budget of 100,000 and made 12 mil. But the whole thing about it, like, it was just funny. Like,
it had its funniest parts.
It had its funny parts. And it had parts that made you like actually concerned.
Yeah, and if
he was going to do it, even though I knew at the end it was made, but I was still thinking like, is this movie going to ever get made? Like, how is he going to get through this? And
he found a way. He just kept going and going and going. And then he's like, we'll just do this or we'll just do that. Well, take power from the next door. Because they didn't have electricity in the studio.
Nah, bro. They bootleg. Everything's a bootleg, bro.
I know that. I wouldn't have been sleeping in that hotel. I wouldn't have been sleeping in that hotel for this shit.
You got to keep you got to keep the damn homeless out, man.
It was a very inspirational. It threw me off
because he said he had to do it as he had to be a groundskeeper or some kind of
Yeah,
That's how he was able to keep the building and stuff.
It
It was super dope, bro. He
it was real.
He was like
the scary movie,
a proto Tyler Perry,
right?
pretty much. Because that whole theater was turned into a studio. Each room was a different scene.
Yeah.
So to me, I think he would have been the inspiration to Tyler Perry, or like the first Tyler Perry.
They called him when I read on Rudy Ray Moore, they called him the Godfather of hip hop.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, they called him because he was always rhyming.
And they said that's where some of the grassroots of a rap has come from. Is from him. So
it's just dope, bro.
It's interesting. And he traveled up and down the East Coast and
doing the chilling circuit. Doing the chilling circuit, bro.
So it was.
How y'all like that naked woman though?
There was a lot of naked women in that.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
And they didn't shave a lot back then either.
Ooh.
So that's a lot of overgrowth.
Yes. A lot of afros down below. Yeah, they a lot of fine women in there. Yeah, a lot. So.
That movie, it took me by surprise because I thought when I saw the trailer,
I thought it was gonna be a comedy.
I thought it was gonna be a comedy. I thought it was gonna be
seriously.
like a recreation of a Dolemite movie. I didn't know it was the story of Rudy Ray Moore.
Yeah, it's like a biography. What is it?
Biopic,
but it had some funny parts here and there.
Yeah,
because it was real life. It was showing his ups and downs of struggling to get where you wanted in life. And Dolemite leveled up.
Yeah, leveled up.
Leveled up.
He is the epitome of level up.
Yeah. All right. What's next on our list?
I mean, since we talking about movies, we can talk about. What y'all guys think? Have you heard about the new Ghostbusters movie coming out?
I saw the trailer. It looks amazing. Everything's going back to the 80s.
It's better than not trying to throw shots, but it's better than that female. A little better than that female.
Man, you can throw shots all you want at that trash, bro.
Okay. Feminist. What's her Instagram account?
I do not know that information at this moment.
I like the last Ghostbusters movie because I'm a big Ghostbusters fan.
Yeah, I am too.
So anything that involves like proton packs and all that kind of shit, don't cross the streams. I'm down for that. I wish they would have done away with that musical number when the main villain ghost dude was. He was making everybody do goddamn cha-cha slide and all that bullshit.
What are you talking about?
And the last Ghostbusters, the all-female.
You actually watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
But see, this is why I don't understand. Why didn't they just call it something else, like an offshoot of Ghostbusters, like a spinoff, instead of
I think
Ghostbusters?
It was... And this...
Oh, my bad.
And it's the society... God damn, man. We're businessmen.
Yeah, right?
No, it's...
call it the wrong moment, Mom.
It's...
Never calls me.
I think it's with our society how it is now. Everybody is super PC, and everybody wants to be equal. So why not have an all-female Ghostbusters?
That's what I
understand.
We are in a feminist
society.
I want to say
you
feminist.
Can't even say, "Hey, that girl got a big booty." Oh my gosh! No, you didn't.
You don't have to talk about your HR tales.
I'm just saying.
You're playing grab ass. Your dog.
You can still say. I think it's booty, but just not just
every
the way it is now.
The cancel culture, and everybody's super sensitive. You know, is
the world is sensitive.
Everybody's so sensitive, and I think when the people who did the last Ghostbusters movie, it seemed like they forced it on everybody. And nobody was really ready. We got the cameos from the original Ghostbusters. Right. They weren't even their old characters. It was like a reboot.
I felt the same way. Everything was forced up on it, like that small scene in Avengers Endgame when all females assembled together.
I like that though.
Oh no, that's
the in the comics. That's the 18.
I don't know, man. It felt forced. It felt
the female Avengers.
It felt like they were patronizing us a little bit.
I don't think it was patronizing. I think it was just a call out. Because the only person that was missing from that group was She-Hulk. But I like that scene. That whole end game.
End game was amazing. But just that little scene right there is really,
it's been so long since I've watched that.
And that's
kind of cheesy.
I mean, like forcing it is one thing, but I like how on this new Ghostbusters Afterlife is that they're bringing it back to the roots.
Right.
And it explains why the trailer kind of explains why we haven't seen the Ghostbusters.
And with any of the original characters.
Well, I mean, Harold Ramis, he passed away, so Egon, his character isn't going to be in there. I think those are his grandchildren because the girl looks just like Egon from the original movies.
Yeah.
And I think the kid that plays in Stranger Things.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of great movies.
Yeah,
so.
I think he might be her brother, and I'm excited.
Oh yeah, was it set in the 80s?
No, I think it's current time.
Is it current
I think
time?
it is.
It's current time.
I thought that was a throwback to.
No, they show clips of the Ghostbusters in the 80s.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Everything.
But
it's
yeah. I think these are Egon's grandchildren. Because she pulled back the closet back and saw the uniforms. It's a Spangler on it. But I was hyped, bro. I'm in my damn office.
I can't wait to see
a real
the
Ghostbusters fan because I do not remember all that.
It looked like a great trailer. I'm definitely gonna watch it, and the monsters and stuff are gonna be amazing.
I can't wait,
so.
man. And what's something that we got? Now this is rumor mill talk. Now, Deadpool is rumored to be making a cameo appearance in the new Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness. They're saying they're going to try to find a way to bring Fox's X-Men characters into the MCU
with the
and they're treating the Fox's X-Men universe is one of the multiverses.
Oh, within Doctor Strange 2.
I hope that only Deadpool comes through, maybe Colossus, because the rest of that Fox universe can just.
But Deadpool is one of the hardest. Yeah, that's probably the best one with Fox.
But how are they gonna keep that rated R?
Oh, Disney already said that they're gonna keep. Well, for Deadpool movies, they said they're gonna keep it rated R. Now, Multiverse of Madness, that I'm not sure of. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, because you can. So
what is this Doctor Strange supposed to be about?
It involves obviously the multiverse.
There's different universes and multiverses within our
kind of like an Endgame.
Yeah.
You watched Endgame?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to take a spoiler alert, nigga. I'm about to spoil some shit.
The highest grossing movie in the world. No, I hadn't seen Endgame.
I ain't seen it, nigga. I watched Dolemite. Well, like part of the story part of the plot is that in order to reverse all the when Thanos snapped everybody out. They got to go back through time. Yeah. And Doctor Strange's his predecessor, the ancient one, Tilda Swinton's character, is explaining to Bruce Banner just a snippet of the multiverse. If you change this strand of time to create this one, it's a new branch. It's a new universe. So I think this is what this new Doctor Strange film is gonna be more about. And Scarlet Witch has a TV show that's coming to Disney Plus, WandaVision. It's going to be a precursor to that movie. So for us to really understand what's going on, we're going to have to watch the Scarlet Witch's, Marvel's WandaVision to understand more about the multiverse of madness.
Man, there's a lot going on right here.
The multiverse is going to open up so many avenues so they can so they can branch off and explain different things.
They just trying to make money.
No, I mean you need
it. There's a lot.
You need to do it because soon that Spider-Man, Sony's deal with Marvel to keep Spider-Man is gonna end.
And they have one more picture that can do.
They got two.
Really?
This includes the next Spider-Man film.
I thought it was the next Spider-Man film, and then they could use them in another Avengers
film. They
can
do 2 features, 2 MC connected features, and then kind of like how they did the last 2 Spider-Man. Like you can do a Spider-Man movie, but we have to add we got to throw an Iron Man. We got to throw somebody from MCU in. So for them to do this and keep it going, it will help explain out Peter Parker when that deal ends. And said, well, what happened to Peter Parker? Well, he's in the multiverse. He's somewhere.
There's also rumor mills going around that Disney is trying to work up some money to buy Spider-Man altogether.
They should.
So that's floating around. They're trying to, before that deal ends, they're just trying to. get it together.
Sony is gonna be holding that high over their head, bro.
They're gonna have to pay a pretty penny for that.
Just for that one character, and he's the most popular Marvel character.
And that comes with Venom and all his enemies.
My son loves Spider-Man. He loves. I'm happy he likes the Spideyverse Spider-Man.
You ain't brush him up on Black Lightning?
You talking about? I haven't even watched Black Lightning, to be honest.
Supposed to support your own, brother. What you doing?
I watched Static Shock before I watched Black Lightning, man. Static Shock was my boy.
Yes, I give you that.
Okay.
Static Shock, all right. I'll give you that.
Forget y'all old heads, man.
Hey, I forgot about Static
Shock.
First of all,
we're not.
I watched Static Shock. And I watched episodes of Justice League Unlimited when they did a big crossover.
Okay, yeah.
And they went into the future, and Static Shock was the old dude.
Yeah.
So, back off.
He's always going at us as old heads. Guess what? You're gonna get there soon. You're not too far from behind us.
Sooner or later, your kids are gonna tell you that your Transformers are old. All right.
And he was like, "You listen to that?
Those Transformers have bad graphics. Like, shut the hell up. Go to your room."
What you got for us, Sir Esters? What you got on the list you want to discuss?
Oh, what I have on my list is, Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 is coming out.
How and why? How and why?
What you mean?
Why would you split the? I think you got two Keanu Reeves movies, and why would you?
Would you watch both? Are you gonna watch both of them?
Yeah, I'll watch both. I would.
I would watch John Wick 4 before I watch Matrix 4.
I'll watch them both in theaters.
But see, I think what they're going to do is eventually we're going to hear they're going to split them up. They're going to change the release dates. I think they're just trying to get hype off of it. So.
Yeah,
from what I said,
hype from both of them. One come out in the winter, one come out in the summer, probably.
No, they said they got the release date.
I heard right now it's the same release date.
Yeah. Ooh,
right now,
that's what I'm saying.
John Wick a hustler, boy. He's a hustler.
And if I had to pick, I mean, either way, Keanu wins.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick, I'll pick John Wick 4 because
as long as they have Morpheus in there, and gotta have Trinity.
Well, see that.
Because Parabellum, bro. Parabellum was the shit.
I still haven't seen
that knife scene.
You haven't seen it?
Man, that knife scene all together, he's like, whoa.
And you gonna get on me about Juice WRLD, nigga.
Y'all get John Wick. Like, y'all got me on John Wick, the first one. John Wick first one. Y'all got me on that one. But I haven't seen the third one yet, man. I'm waiting for it to come on.
Did you watch the second one?
I'm waiting for it to come on premium channels, man. I haven't watched it about
premium channels?
Yeah, HBO, man. HBO, Showtime.
You got cable?
Yeah.
You got cable. Traveling,
got Netflix, got cable channels. I drink out of water bottles.
Fiji water.
Are those aren't croissants? I need my croissants warmed even.
What do you say? Pass the Grey Poupon.
You roll the window down. Be in the middle of the goddamn projects. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Hey, get this nigga out here.
Hey. Grey Poupon not bad though. Grey Poupon is not bad, dude. Grey Poupon is not bad. I like that. Like Grey Poupon, Dijon mustard.
Next time we take a photo, bro, I need you. I'm photoshopping a goddamn monocle on your eye. You're getting a goddamn monocle and a top hat.
Put a teacup in front of me too.
You drinking tea already?
I ain't drinking no teacup though, man.
I said, dude, get you some coffee. I'm gonna give me some tea.
There ain't no coffee over there.
Well, you feel better now. I'm glad you're doing better.
You got a little bit of energy, bro.
Sleepy as hell, bro.
I'm a workaholic, man.
So yeah, John. So we're all in the core. John Wick.
I think John Wick over Matrix. John Wick 4 before
the Matrix 3.
I think Matrix will have a better turnout than John Wick 4.
Nah, the way they ended it, the
last one was garbage, man.
What, Matrix 3?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was garbage.
It was pretty bad.
Y'all said it was garbage?
Man, this shit ended with like Colonel Sanders is running. He's running the Matrix and shit. And
it just felt
him and the Oracle was in cahoots with each other the whole goddamn time. Man, fuck off.
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
There's
terrible.
There's gonna be
another
chosen one.
Nah, nigga.
I'd rather watch two turtles hump on a YouTube video than watch the Matrix 3. I mean, Matrix 3.
So Matrix 4, I don't know. We'll see where it can go.
I think Matrix 4 have a better turnout.
We'll see. We'll see.
Hell, even the directors, them niggas live in the damn Matrix.
I don't know. Both of them?
The Wachowskis.
Both.
The Wachowskis.
Sisters now.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, Wachowskis.
Hold on, they're both sisters?
Now they are.
They took the blue pill? Oh, shit. Got down.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was one.
It used to be one, and the other one.
Okay, I changed back what I just said. So, I changed back what I said. John Wick 4.
I know. I was like,
what?
Both of them?
Hey, Daniel, chill out, man. The alphabet people gonna get you, bro.
The LGBTQ car.
ABC.
The car. If you haven't watched the Chappelle Show, Sticks and Stones on Netflix, watch that.
Watch that on Netflix.
That's something our society needs.
Yeah, that was funny, bro. When he said I was all driving in the car, that was funny.
he said the Q. He said they don't know who they are yet. He said, I don't know what's going on in this car, but I like it. I like that, bro. He dropped a nuclear bomb.
He said things everybody wanted to say.
Yeah, that was a great stand-up.
He didn't hold
that was
no
one of his best ones.
ones.
It was the best one.
That was the best one. It was funny
because he didn't give a damn. Nor does he even care what happens because he canceled his damn show.
Yeah,
and he had the show. He took himself out the show.
And they called him crazy.
And before most of the jokes, he was like, "Nah, y'all not gonna like me for saying this." He was like, "Oh shit!" And you knew he was gonna say something crazy.
I already knew.
He said that something about Michael Jackson. I was like, "Ooh, everybody was cringe."
I'm a Jackson fan too. I'm like,
I was a Michael Jackson fan.
I was like,
I'm still a Jackson fan, bro.
I am too.
But when he said that, I knew everybody was like squirming.
I was like, man.
But all in all, it was so good, man.
It was probably one of the best ones. Best ones I ever seen. I put it up there.
But when he was talking about the R. Kelly, the surviving R. Kelly, the chick that was doing the documentary.
Oh yeah.
And then he said the lady tried to call him out. He says, "Bitch, I don't know R. Kelly."
That's why I didn't want to do it. I don't talk like that. Just like what did Dave Chappelle says that she said on the documentary?
She said, we tried to get him on the interview, but he didn't want to participate.
And he said, what did he say? He said something crazy, and Dave Chappelle, I don't talk like that.
I still gotta watch that Surviving R. Kelly.
I want to watch it.
I need to watch
it. But I already seen the original sex tape, bro, with the barbershop.
Really? You know, they just announced a Surviving R. Kelly too.
What else could he do?
Yeah, I seen a trailer for that.
He got that Chuck E. Cheese this time.
First turned out good.
Yeah, now it's a money grab. Now it's a straight money
grab. Man, chill out with that, man. That nigga is done.
He ain't never getting out. He ain't getting out.
No, he ain't getting out.
Hell no. He got lucky the first goddamn time.
Yeah, he did too many times to the point be like, okay, we gotta throw you in jail, throw away the key.
And one of the girls that was his girlfriend has come forward and saying now that
the one which one? The one that was fronting the money to get him to keep him out of jail and shit?
No, the one that was on that interview. Actually, the one that they interviewed on TV.
He done so. Press F for R. Kelly because he's done.
Yeah, I stopped listening to his music, man. I ain't even lie.
When was the last time I listened? Man, I stopped listening to R. Kelly.
Man, I was bumping R. Kelly. I ain't gonna lie, I was bumping. Y'all telling me y'all wasn't bumping R. Kelly even when the sex tape and stuff came out?
I didn't care. I mean
when the R
music.
With the R album, I think I stopped listening to him when he stared doing that fucking the opera shit. I mean, like the soap opera
when he
thing.
started doing that, it's trapped in the closet stuff, and it's like 30-something minutes long.
I like the first. Now, when he started going overboard with it, the first one,
the last song I like he did was when a man's fed up. No, when a woman's fed up.
I was like, damn, nigga, what
multiverse
you from? When the man's fed up, and I don't hide the shame. I just want my dishes cleaned up and a home cooked meal.
Shut up, man.
Whose side are you really on?
It's crazy because I didn't realize how much they said of musical genius he was. Because I was talking about he couldn't read music. I
can believe it.
Yeah, they said he didn't know how to read music.
He could play by ear or something?
Yeah, he played. He could listen to the melodies and stuff by ear. So
okay, that makes sense.
Oh,
I mean, when he started doing that Trap in the Closet, all that bullshit, I was like, I can't keep up with this shit. This is he was trying to do the MCU before the MCU. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That motherfucker Ronald Isley's in the closet too, and
had people coming. He had a little person in that video too.
Yeah.
He had a little person in that video.
So did. I remember.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he had a little person because he had a good 12 of them.
12 of them?
Yeah, he had 12 episodes.
Was it for the Chocolate Factory?
No, I wasn't.
It was a
No, I
little
wasn't trapped
person
like
in
that. He was
there.
trapped in the closet.
Well, he said 12 of them. That's like a small army.
It was a crazy video, man.
He had like
It was
12.
over
He
the
had
top
12
out there.
trapped in the closets, man.
That sounds like some Aaron Hall.
No, he did it like he actually did like a soap opera, like straight, like he
couldn't
really
do it.
gonna keep you interested by doing that.
I was interested first 2 songs, and that shit just kept going. It was part 12. I said, I'm
it
out,
never
bro.
stopped.
Never stopped.
I'm out. I can't do this. No.
Yeah. Anyway, what else you got, sir? My list is almost done, unless.
Want to talk about the PS5 and the Xbox coming out?
No, this is fuck the PS5.
Right.
Let's just talk about the Xbox.
Whoa, Sony, man, Sony, dog, don't be hating. Everybody losing money over Sony. They just trying to beat Sony.
Fair point.
Sony's
Fair
on top
point.
right now.
Fair
They're
point.
killing the game.
This
with
generation
exclusives.
exclusives alone. And it's only because Xbox fucked it up at the gate, at the start.
That's true, because they demanded
It-
you be online all the time, and it was a
time.
bunch of crazy
They
stuff.
just
So,
trying to
fucked
beat
it
the
up.
rush before PS5 get out, man.
And I'll give them that. That did, like, the shit roll downhill real quick, and it stopped a whole bunch of exclusives, and Sony snapped that up, which I don't blame them to do it.
because it was, for me, it was PlayStation, PS2, then I went to 360,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like,
That's a
what we gonna do
golden
now?
age of gaming.
And then I skipped the PS3, and I was like,
I skipped
I've
that
always
too.
been a Sony
and then
person.
PS4 came out, and then those exclusives just started blowing up. I said, man, sorry.
Bruh.
I had to switch boats.
Everybody switching sides.
Everybody switched boats
I'm
after
crazy. I'm crazy as hell because I have every system except the PS4.
that. Man,
If I want to go PS4, I go to my brother's house and play that shit.
everybody
It's
has a
real talk.
PS4, man.
Yeah, I know
That's
everybody but me.
Everybody
You
has
straight up
PS4.
Xbox fan, aren't you?
Bruh, it's Xbox.
I will admit that new
Xbox.
Xbox is
Nintendo.
nice. That new Series X is nice, bro. It's nice.
And I saw like and it's not official, but I seen the patent designs of the PlayStation 5. That shit look like a goddamn horseshoe.
Look, was that the final?
That's not the final design.
Well, why are you talking about it if it's not the final?
That shit
I think that was the dev package. That was the developers.
that shit.
Hey, don't talk about what you don't know,
Oh,
Black.
Man,
Oh my.
Don't talk about what you don't know.
adjust
Black.
these levels here.
Black.
Yeah.
Damn, racist. That shit. No, the PS5 design patent. It's not the final design. That shit look like it should be in the goddamn the console of a goddamn Power Rangers fucking Zord.
It's strange looking.
It's weird as shit. But when I saw that, when I was watching the Game Awards the other night, I thought I was watching the PlayStation commercial. I'm gonna be honest, because I saw like sparkles and shit flying spears and shit, and then I saw a fucking car. I said, okay, this is weird. Then it switched to soccer. I'm like, oh shit, it's probably some FIFA shit. Then they showed Master Chief running the goddamn he's about to run off a cliff. I said, oh shit. And then this design, it looks like a PC tower. I'm down for it, bro.
It looks nice, and
It
that
does
game,
like PC
and that
tower.
game, that game they were running on it, was it Witchblade?
Oh no, Senua, Hellblade,
Hellblade 2.
Senua's. I forgot what it's called, man. But
Man,
that shit look.
Hey, you used to watch the trailer for Hellblade 2.
Man, don't be real.
Hey, I was like, my mouth was open the whole time. How great
I'm
it
gonna
looked.
get the PS5, and I'm just gonna stick with my sports games, man. I might buy Call of Duty, probably.
Nah, I'm good with my PS4. I barely play mine right
Yeah, I
now.
need to jump
so-
ship.
Oh, I don't play it real. I use it for like
Senua
Blu-ray,
Saga is what it's
Netflix.
called. Senua Saga, Hellblade 2. Have you played Hellblade 1?
I gotta get. That's on my list of things I need to get. So Hellblade 1 looks
Hellblade
good.
1 looks good. And it also has a message about like mental health. Because Senua isn't all there. She has a mental health thing going on. And she's carrying, I'm not going to spoil it for you, just in case you decide to buy it.
No, that's good. Go ahead.
But she's carrying her I think her husband's head, because apparently he died in some kind of battle. I haven't even finished the game, but bro, that game.
So like, what times is this?
It's Nordic. It's like
18, like 17.
Yeah,
maybe it's way back then. Vikings and all
It's
that
Vikings
stuff.
and
So.
shit.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
straight up Norse. It's like a Norse type of story.
Okay,
but-
so the people look like Thor.
No, nigga.
Oh, my
That's
God.
Nordish.
No,
You said Nordish as
Thor
the people
is-
like Thor.
Thor is a
Like you just said,
This
no,
is based
but you
off of,
said like Vikings and stuff.
Yeah,
Vikings
it's
is
Vikings.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
like Thor and stuff.
my bad.
Vikings.
When you said Thor, I'm thinking fucking the movie.
Oh man, y'all silly, bro. Y'all
Shiny-
know nothing about y'all history.
Shiny
man.
breastplates.
Yeah, Vikings.
Long golden hair. No, these motherfuckers look dirty as shit.
Well, you know, like Thor and all them are made off of Thor is made off of a real god.
Yeah. There's only one God, I know.
I'm just saying, it's based off the Nordic.
His son is named Jesus.
Thor is the Nordic god.
That's my Thor.
Y'all silly.
I know about Norse mythology.
Give me a hard time, man.
No
Look,
fucking with
you get worked up over here. Golly.
You don't know your history? You don't know your Norse history?
Sweating and spitting and.
I know that the Norse gods, like the real Odin and all that.
Yeah, wait.
I know, bro.
Oh,
I'm fucking with you.
you had to say it though.
I'm about to get punched in the goddamn
No,
neck.
right? He said right beside you too.
In close quarters. All thing is, come on. Oh.
Don't call it a combat. Man, what's going on over here?
But the Xbox Series X, I think Microsoft had no choice but to show this. They had to show something because PlayStation was already talking about it's the PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be super powerful, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be on par. They're going to be on par with each other. I don't think either system is going to outdo each other in a major way.
Xbox is backwards compatible with all of them. So
I can't wait.
That's good.
Bro, I got a whole box of old OG Xbox games. I'm about to run through.
The thing is, the only reason I bought an Xbox 360 was Gears of War. Other than that, the exclusives they didn't have them after that. So
yeah.
And I wasn't a big fan of Halo. I mean, because
Halo's good.
No, because
the first Xbox.
Because I got motion sickness.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm old.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
That motion sickness with the gun.
With the first person.
Like this. I said, man, I started playing this. I was like, man, why my stomach hurting every time I play this game? Then I stopped, and it was good.
So you can't do virtual reality.
I've never really got into virtual reality and put one on thing. I've never tried it.
Don't do it, y'all. I'm scared.
I don't know. That's just that first person. So I always stuck to third person game and racing games because that motion sickness gets to me, bro.
Right. Next gen, I can't wait, bro. And I already told my wife, hey, get ready.
You need to start
get ready.
Because I skipped the Xbox One X. I got the original Xbox One. The one that came with the goddamn, you had to have a connect with the shit.
Oh yeah.
So basically that one, like the One X is what? Just better graphics and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much like when you get an iPhone. You get an iPhone, like an iPhone S. Well, you got a regular iPhone and you have the S model. That's pretty much what.
That's not wrong with the regular though. That's like I still got the regular PS4. I still got the
same thing with PS4 Pro.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
That's just making extra money. That's money grabber right there.
Yeah, money grabber.
Pretty much. I was just so shocked they came out with another Xbox this quick. But they had to jump. They had to.
They got to jump the gun.
I mean, but PS5, they're both going to come out at the same time.
And PS5 announced it.
Yeah, they announced it. They said it was coming out in 2020.
They said everybody at that gamer convention was shocked. They said that was one of the best kept secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knew.
Because it takes like they come out with one like what every 6.
About every 6
6 years.
This generation's been.
But it's been a minute. Like when did PS4 come out?
It's like for both. It's been about 10 years.
It's been about 10 now.
The longevity of each console is getting fucked up because the graphics are they're so high, man.
Exactly.
It's hard to beat what was done last console.
Mm-hmm.
See, and everybody's on online. They're trying to. Some people are trashing the Xbox look because it's a big ass cube. It's like 2 game cubes on top of each other. It's ugly. I mean, it's some people are like it's a PC now. I said, I mean, they're all PCs. I
like the way it looks. It's totally different.
To be real, if you want the best thing really is to get a PC.
I mean, but that's my point. Like the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, hell, even the 360 and PlayStation 3 were pretty much PCs that just dedicated to playing games.
That part.
And playing
apps. Dedicate to playing games.
And that's what this is. This is it's now more so. It looks like a PC, but they've always been like that since we hit the 360 era and the PS3 era. It's all been PC. So that's.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
I can't wait,
year. I'm not putting on the list. I'm gonna get one.
Hell, I'm excited to see what the PlayStation 5 is gonna look like.
PS5 is gonna.
I ain't gonna lie. I might pre-order PS5 if it comes out.
Pre-order? I never get the first generations.
That's what I still got my first generation PS4.
I got first generation PS1.
I mean,
Xbox One.
Really?
Like I ain't gonna lie, it acted funny. I was getting it fixed, but like it acted funny like one time and that was it. But it worked straight. It never gave me no real problems.
You know what gave me a lot of problems? My 360. I think I went through 4 of them.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know the red ring of death, and man, look. Yeah.
Well, you gotta say Ira.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a design flaw. I mean, the way that they built it,
I still got it at the house right now. I'm like,
mine's still working.
Yeah. They finally fixed it. They
finally they had to, because it was when the red ring of death issue happened. That was major because the system had just came out, and they, even though they did the right thing. They said, "Yo, we fucked up. Let's send it to us. We'll fix it."
They were still having problems here and there.
I believe it. I believe it. Microsoft.
I sent mine in once for the red ring, and I had no issues. I
remember when they had cords getting on fire and all that. Remember that?
The bricks.
The power bricks. Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah, I'll put y'all on the spot, Xbox.
No, but guess what? I can't. But the thing is, I was so dedicated to Xbox, I didn't care. I went and got another one.
That's what I me too.
Another one. So because
they had at the time they had the exclusives.
They have the exclusives.
One thing I will say,
and they got the best controllers. Period.
Yeah.
How about that?
Xbox. That slap wasn't hard. That was a soft slap.
Man,
okay,
there you go.
Okay.
They got the best.
That sounded a little better now.
Man, oh dang.
PlayStation fanboy.
I know.
I ain't gonna lie though. One thing I will say, when the Xbox first came out, it was harder than the PS2.
Oh yeah,
it was. Xbox was harder than the PS2 because it came out right after the PS2, and then they had four controllers.
See, oddly enough, I had the PlayStation 2 before I had the Xbox. Their OG Xbox.
PS2, you still had about a 4 thing to play 4 controller. I'm like,
but PS2
it was shaped like a Tetris block. That was crazy.
I remember we would run to the store and get those demo discs, and they would all be stolen out of the package of the magazine. He's like, man, I'm trying to buy this magazine. All the demo discs was
demo discs gone.
Yeah, that's one thing I will give Xbox credit for, man.
See, at the time, the reason then I went for PlayStation 2 because Microsoft was new to the game.
Yeah, but it came out later. That's what made it better, though.
Yeah. So when I actually got my OG Xbox because my brother owed me money, and he didn't want to pay me the money. He's like, dude, you can just have my Xbox. I was like, all right, whatever. Fuck it. And then I got it. I was like, holy shit, this is dope. The controller feels like a Dreamcast controller. It's big as shit for my big ass hands.
Dreamcast was hard.
Dreamcast was very underrated.
See,
very underrated.
Dreamcast was
Crazy Taxi. Bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sonic. I love Sonic on Dreamcast.
Nah.
Sonic.
Now the novelty of it.
2K.
Yeah, 2K.
Yeah, 2K
was hard.
2K is what made
that was a statement.
Iverson on the cover too.
Yeah.
Like that was raw.
2K was a staple. So, I think Sonic was cool on the Dreamcast because it was new. Everybody was used to like Sonic
2D.
on a 2D plane. Now you got Sonic running around. You got a goddamn
and then Shadow came out. No, that's the first time Shadow appeared, bro. Shadow, this like was skating.
Yeah,
this like was skating, bro.
When I saw that, why is he running like that? And I said, oh shit, he's skating. Okay, all right.
Shadow was black.
Yeah.
And like he was just a darker version of Sonic, so he looked cool.
Sonic got teeth.
Shout out to the studios who redesigned the Sonic movie.
I ain't gonna lie.
Character.
I was worried at first.
I was gonna still watch it. because I'm a big Sonic fan.
I wasn't gonna watch it. I was still gonna watch it.
No, I would not. Yeah, I was gonna watch it. Not for Sonic. Hell no, not for that monstrosity they had at first.
What was
that mess, man?
I was gonna watch it because it's Jim Carrey doing full Jim Carrey. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to watch it. When I saw that Sonic the Hedgehog design, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? He got lips. He got the teeth was weird. He got gums. I was like, nigga,
little skinny legs and
dude, that shit
it was
weird. Nigga was wearing Pumas and shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
He was wearing Pumas.
I don't know what the fuck that was. Bro.
But the bad thing about it is they redesigned it and everything looks good though, but the studio just shut down. They redesigned.
Oh, they shut down?
Yeah,
they shut down now. Because of the redesign. It cost like $6 million.
No, they said it wasn't. No, it cost that much, but they shut down. It wasn't because of the movie.
Well, it wasn't because of the movie.
No,
okay,
it wasn't related to that. But I think they were already planning on shutting down or something.
Yeah,
so it's not coming out.
No, the
it's
movie's
coming
still
out. They finished. They they fulfilled the contract and did what they needed to do, but they shut down immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, they listened.
There won't be a Sonic 2?
Not from them.
Not from that.
Not from that studio. Design studio is different from.
Yeah, the animation studio that did the Sonic design, they're not going to do the next one.
But props to them though. They listened to all the bitching and whining we all did.
I was gonna watch it with the first song.
I know. You came to work. It's like, I'm still gonna watch it.
My son likes Sonic.
Bro, when I saw
I wasn't gonna watch. I was like, that looks terrible.
One of my nephews had saw it, and I saw it at work, and I was thinking, this is some hot ass bullshit. This shit looks crazy. No, sir, I don't want to see this. And then one of my nephews was like, "Oh, Uncle, I seen the Sonic movie. I gotta see it." I said, "Oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to take this dude out to go see this." And then they redesigned it. I'm like, "Well, cool."
That redesign, I was highly
kudos
impressed.
to the internet for finally, for once, complaining to do some right and not complaining for some bullshit.
Right, and the studios listened. They listened.
They actually listened. So, because I thought, who was it doing? Paramount? I think it's a Paramount movie. So whoever, like, normally, like with a DC movie, everybody complains about DC. Well, why is Superman's he's all emo and shit, and why the fuck does Martha even matter? What the fuck is
I like that Superman movie was hard.
I like all the Supermans.
I like that Superman went.
Man of Steel?
I like Man of Steel.
Man of Steel was my favorite movie.
Man of Steel was hard.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like
Man of Steel was good.
He wouldn't see. I like Superman like when I was growing up. And
which you talking
like, it was
about?
Justice League Unlimited and all that stuff. When he was the beacon of hope. He was super optimistic about anything.
Yeah,
because John Snyder did this.
Even though like Lex Luthor would do some shady ass shit, he knew he would give Lex a chance. You know what I'm saying? He always found good in somebody. This one, the nigga snapping niggas' necks and shit. I'm like, dude,
but Zack Snyder, he does a lot of dark movies like that, and I like his style.
That Superman
I watched that movie so many times.
I was up there. That's up
there when it came out.
I like the
agree
one
with Danielle with that one.
I
mean, Sir Esters. I'm trying to get these names.
I like the one before, like the Brandon Routh one, Superman Returns, because it was more like a Christopher Reeve's Superman.
When you talking about when he was following her all around, wasn't that the one he was following her all around?
No, this is the one where he pretty much picked up the city of Nashville. That was the villain. There was no bad guy. Lex Luthor took like a part of the Fortress of Solitude.
Oh, okay. I never watched them type of Superman. I just remember a real old one. I remember the real old one.
It's a continuation.
That one.
It's a continuation of the old 70s, 80s Superman movie. And Brandon Routh was that Superman. He looked like Christopher Reeves and shit. And I like that.
So you didn't like Man of Steel, man?
I didn't like it, bro, because he was brooding.
I liked it, man.
It was pretty much
you're one of the first ones that I heard that haven't liked it. So
I don't like that. I don't like Batman. The Dark Knight. I mean, not the Dark Knight. Which one? The last one of the Chris Nolan. The one with Bane's like, I was raised in the darkness.
The Dark Knight Returns. No.
Dark Knight Rises or something.
Dark Knight Rises, I believe.
I don't like that one either.
That was good. The best one was the one with Joker.
Yeah,
that was
the Dark Knight. That shit was
dope.
That was dope.
Like Dark Knight, like Heath Ledger went all out, dog.
Yeah, he was dope.
Dave Chappelle talked about that too.
Did he really?
Yeah, he talked about that.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, didn't he? I think Dave Chappelle did talk about that.
I'm gonna have to watch it again anyway because that's a good ass fucking comedy show.
It's funny.
But Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises was hard.
I ain't like that, bro.
I still gotta go see that
I
Joker
was raised
movie.
in a farm.
You hadn't seen that, man? Joker.
Which one?
It was the best movie.
Oh, Joker, the new one.
Yeah, that was the best movie of the year so far.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually did like it, much to my dismay because I'm a purist and I want my Joker to be either like a Mark Hamill from the animated series Joker or Heath Ledger Joker.
You don't want no Jack Nicholson, man?
Or Jack Nicholson. Those are my Jokers. It's either Jack Nicholson, Mark Hamill from the animated series, or Heath Ledger. Not that Suicide Squad bullshit.
Yeah, like that one.
Hell no. I don't like club scene Joker, man. Fuck that shit. But I was.
That's how you was doing too.
I was optimistic with the Joker. Now the whole makeup thing, I said, well, it could be a prequel. He would change his face up and all that. But to have him as a middle-aged man, he's meeting Batman at his house and all that shit, because there's a whole conspiracy to that thing.
I still think it's his half brother in this series. I still believe.
I mean, it could be.
You talking about the twist? I already watched it on IGN when they was talking.
I think that's his half brother because his dad just didn't want to admit it.
They said he didn't know. Yeah, they said like he didn't know his dad or something.
Yeah, he didn't know, and his mom was a server there.
No, he was adopted. That was a twist. It wasn't. He.
Oh yeah, they said he was adopted.
Yeah, he found the papers. Because dude, homeboy that's on ATL.
I don't know.
You haven't watched it?
You're pointing at me. I haven't watched it.
I'm spoiling it? Oh, shit.
No, spoilers. I don't care about spoilers.
I talked to
him. Stop me.
I talked to him, other homeboy, Brad.
Yeah.
We were both going back and forth about it, and it's like, his dad could have had that all set up to cover up his affair.
True.
So we don't really know. He doesn't really,
It's a fair point.
Black men don't cheat.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Everybody cheat. Not me.
You don't cheat, Black?
Huh?
You don't cheat, do you?
No, I don't cheat.
Okay, you're black. You're half black, right?
Yeah, so that's two.
All right.
Black people and Asian people don't cheat.
I don't know about the Asian side. But
I'm letting you know now.
Yeah, he don't cheat.
I don't cheat.
I know he don't.
But
I know he don't.
You don't cheat.
No.
Enough of the personal shit. I don't get into
cheat.
personal shit of Bruce Wayne and his family.
Well, how we get on relationships? All right.
But like the whole, because by the time Bruce Wayne becomes Batman, fucking the Joker's gonna be old as shit.
Yeah.
But then, maybe that whole experience of this movie was all in his head, because remember when he thought he had a relationship with Zazie Beetz, and then he's sitting in her room, in her living room, and said, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah,
Zazie Beetz is in that movie?
Bro. Oh, yeah, she bad, bro.
She fine.
Yeah, she real pretty.
Yeah. And she's like, now you want to see the movie.
Now I need to see.
Yeah,
she's bad.
Yeah, she's in ATL.
And but she's like, what the hell you doing in my house? My daughter's in the next room. And he's like, oh.
And then it flashed back to all the scenes that they were together.
And it's like it was like Fight Club. It's like that whole shit was in your head. Nigga, you were crazy. So maybe I'm hoping that maybe all these events was in his head. He's not even in the 70s. He's in the now. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping, but knowing Warner Brothers.
I don't think they're going to turn that into a Batman. I don't think
they're
going to be
talking about doing a
Batman.
sequel.
They're doing a sequel. It made so much money.
They want to do a sequel.
They're doing
No, I know they're doing a sequel, but I don't think they're going to make a Batman part of it, though.
They started the intro to Batman in that movie.
So you telling me
Thomas and Martha Wayne are in the alley. They left the theater.
Oh,
They get killed because of the Joker's caused this whole riot. Joker was right across from
one of his followers, one of the Jokers, comes out, and then they pull the trigger, which is kind of reminiscent to the '89 Batman, because it was Jack Nicholson killed Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne, and it kind of nods to it.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time Bruce becomes Batman, fucking Joker's gonna be old as shit.
That's what I was thinking.
And then the new Batman coming out itself, is that gonna be totally different from the Joker?
Not a new Batman?
No,
it's called the Batman with the guy from
Robert
Pattinson. Yeah.
And I might. At first, I was kind of apprehensive too. I said, I don't want the sparkly vampire nigga in the suit. But then
he just gotta get big.
He has when I photoshopped his face, the bottom of his face. In Photoshop, like Batman's cowl, he actually looks like Batman.
He's a good actor, man.
He's a good actor.
Don't underestimate the dude.
I heard
he's a
really
good actor.
So,
did you watch The King yet?
I haven't. It's on my list, man.
Have you watched The King?
I watched it.
It's a good movie, man.
Really?
Then you can actually I'm gonna watch some other things that he's in, that he's more serious role, then I can actually see him as Batman.
Twilight.
Nigga, don't. That's why.
Hold on.
I've watched all the.
Talk down about Twilight.
I've watched all the.
I ain't gonna lie.
I like all of them.
I'm one of them dudes. I would joke on you at first until I actually sit down and watch. Twilight was hard.
Twilight is hard, bro.
They were right. Like,
but I can't.
You
see
thought
him.
it was gonna be like it's kind of like a love movie. These suckers killing each other. Like
It was all right.
Like these suckers
It was
actually
all right.
vampires killing people.
As soon as that nigga took his shirt off, and this is why we don't go in the sun, and this nigga turned into a Lisa Frank picture, I'm out.
Hey man, Lisa Frank picture,
yeah.
man.
He sparkling like a unicorn. Nah, fuck all that shit, man. You might as well put some neon pink.
I like the Twilight
those vampires
series.
was killing. Those vampires really killing
They got
people, man.
goddamn the werewolves got
Snapping
Daisy
necks
Dukes.
and all.
Yeah,
That
that
was-
last fight was hard.
Yeah.
All the werewolves. Now, when the werewolves turn to werewolves, the giant wolves, I'm alright with that. But nigga, when you turn to human form, why all the Native American werewolf dudes got cut off shorts? I don't like it, dog.
I'm telling you, like I was the same way till I actually sat down and watched it. I'm like, dang,
I will have to
they
be.
really,
I will have to be
they
hating
really
ass.
killing cats out here.
I'll have to be
I
hating
thought it
ass
was gonna be
Rico.
like
I don't like that
like
shit right here.
PG.
Yeah, and like a love story
Yeah,
and
like
soft
love
and
story
stuff.
pieces.
No.
These suckers killing each
It's-
other, snapping necks off, and I was like, man,
I watched all of them. When me and my wife were dating,
I ain't talking about Vampire Sucks, man. I'm talking about Twilight.
What are you talking about? What vampire sucks you watch? What
You don't remember Vampire? Y'all don't remember Vampire
I've
Sucks?
heard
Your
of
The
it.
parody,
Your
the parody
Pornhub,
movie.
your Pornhub search, vampire sucks.
The parody movie.
Nah, I ain't watch it. I ain't watch it, bro.
I didn't watch that one.
Nah. This is why we don't go in the sun. Kill that noise, dog. I can't hear that shit. But yeah, I think with the Robert Pattinson Batman, it's gonna be. I'm hearing it's supposed to be a prequel to the new Justice League shit. Warner Brothers is a hot ass mess right now, bro.
That part,
You're right.
that
You're
part,
right,
it's
yes.
all over the
The only
place.
thing
Exactly.
I'm all over the place.
I'm just excited to see Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, I
And
am
that shit
too.
look dope.
It look hard.
That shit
When
look
she
dope.
threw the lesson to the lightning, I was like,
Bitch, when you were literally riding the lightning, all right.
yeah, you bad. You bad.
You got my money. You got my money.
Yeah, when she threw that, I'm like,
That's the only ones that's the only Warner Brother DC movies I like is the Wonder Woman movies.
Aquaman.
Aquaman was
Yeah,
cool.
Aquaman was good.
And Shazam.
Shazam was better than I thought it was going to
Exactly.
be. I was like,
Shazam.
wow, this is a decent movie.
I thought it was gonna be like a kid, like some kind of kids bop. Oh, I'm a hero now. But Zachary Levi, he actually, the energy that he brought, you would have thought he was a kid for real. I liked it, bro.
And
Are they still gonna have The Rock play Black Adam?
Yeah,
I would watch that.
that one.
He looked like Black Adam.
He looks like Black Adam, but I think they're gonna try to make him an anti-hero, like how they did.
Black Adam is an anti-hero though.
No, he's a villain.
No, there's parts where he's an anti-hero.
Yeah, that's
also.
part. Yeah, that's when the situation is aligned to his cause. Yeah, he's an anti-hero, but he's like he is the exact opposite of Shazam.
Yeah,
he's the arch villain.
Yeah,
and that's what I was hoping that maybe the new Shazam, the Black Adam movie would be a movie if they were going to do it like a hero thing, like have it in his time when he was Shazam.
They ain't gonna do it kind of like Venom.
Ain't no thing I'm telling, man. I think especially from the Rock's post that he put on IG, it sounds like they're going to try to twist it.
Mess it in with Shazam.
I
thought they gonna have it like
no.
Venom.
I think eventually they're going to do it like that.
Have it like it. Have Black Adam his own movie.
Yeah, he's gonna have his own movie. But what I'm saying is, I think they're gonna because it's The Rock. He's a hero in everything except for the Scorpion King, the Mummy.
Ooh.
Besides that,
too much CGI.
He's always been a
Scorpion
hero,
King was terrible,
and I think that
bro.
his branding is forcing them to make it
separate from Shazam because he was going to be part of the Shazam, like the villain in that. But
I think they're going to try to make this Shazam where he's the Black Adam. He's a hero and stuff.
Okay, question: do you think it will probably be bad for The Rock because he's playing too many movies to play? Have you ever got to a point and be like, "Dang, man, it's like playing everything"? That you get to the point. You never get like that sometimes.
I think we could get Rock fatigue. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. That's all I gotta say.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's
I
coming.
got Kevin Hart fatigue. Like I did. To me, like I'm like, dude, he playing too many movies, man. Like, I respect him for making money.
His
and
hustle
stuff.
is
The
amazing.
hustle,
Yeah.
both of the hustle is strong.
Yeah.
But you get to a point, just be like.
But it's like he says yes to everything.
And I think that's what it is.
That's true.
Come
I can
on,
see your
man.
point on that.
See, that's how I feel about with like when I see like Tiffany Haddish. I'm kind of getting Tiffany Haddish fatigue, and I like Tiffany Haddish as a comedian because she's dope. But she's been placed in so many movies that weren't so good. The last one with Night School, where she's with Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
I wasn't really feeling that one. I liked it, but I didn't love it like I did their other stuff.
When it comes to Kevin Hart, like I like his stand up, but I don't like his movies like that.
His movies are alright. But with Tiffany Haddish, sometimes I feel like that they're really pushing her in our face more than.
I can see that.
You know, they're forcing us.
Yeah.
Like, look, this is a star. This star. You know, she'll become a star in her own due time.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
I just feel she's forced up on us, and
I
she's a
can
great
see that.
actor and she's funny. But I just that's the feeling I get from it. But I think is anybody got anything else?
That's it for me, man.
I got a couple things if you're going on.
No, we gotta wrap it up.
We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. He's all doing the cutthroat.
I know, right? Like y'all sure?
Gotta get to wrap it up.
I got some for the.
Gotta get the wrap it up box.
Let's get the Sir Esters.
Dang, y'all cutting off my events. I'm trying to help out y'all single folks out here.
Shout them out real quick.
Yeah.
The single folks out there. You don't know what's going on in Nashville.
All right, go
OG,
ahead.
you know, if you got a nice little date or something.
I'm sorry.
Or black, you want to take the kids out. I got a couple events going on in Nashville.
All right, go ahead, shout them out. Do the events.
You know, Ice is at the Opryland Resort. You know, the theme is the Christmas story. Everybody should know the Christmas story. If you haven't seen it, I feel sorry for you.
Go dress up warm.
Yes,
warm. It's cold.
Out Long Johns and all that.
All right.
And then Grand Ole Opry is playing the Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer.
All right.
You also got Jurassic World live tours coming to Bridgestone.
For real?
Yeah, Thursday.
All right.
And then, you know, we need to go. KIS-1 coming to Exit In. Thursday.
Check that out. Hey, that's my
King of the Boom
South
Bap.
Bronx. South Bronx. South Bronx.
Bro.
And then,
that's what you got my ear now.
Yeah, we need to go. We need to try
and
to check
then
that out.
got there's an improv at the Third Coast Comedy Club Friday. If you're single or you need a date or something, go ahead, do your thing. OG.
Hey, don't look at me. Who's that?
OG.
You don't want a single one here, dog.
OG.
All right. Well, we want to thank everyone for listening to our podcast.
But
let's go ahead and have Sir Esther wrap this up. I don't know. What else do you have, man?
I apologize.
No.
I apologize. Well,
come on.
I wanted to say the word that everybody's scared of or they never get around to is the word fear. Fear, you can term that in two type of ways. Face everything and rise, or forget everything and run. Basically, when it comes to fear, you determine on how you want to look at it. You could be optimistic or you be pessimistic. And I hope you never let fear come between you and your problems. So that's what I wanted to say. That's my word of the day. So all I want you to do, if you can, do the best you can this week. So either go level up or you go shut up.
Be